Valeska Machado, 26 years old, 5'4", 63-inch reach. Liz the Titan Tracy, 34 years old, 5'3", but a slight advantage when it comes to reach in this strawweight fight. Now let's send it into Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go on the next fight tonight. 3 rounds, this in the strawweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is a striker standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in officially 115 3/4 pounds. Her professional record stands at 9 victories, 3 defeats, and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Here is Valeska Tina Black Machado. And across the cage, her opponent fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. She weighed in at the strawweight limit, 116 pounds, and in 11 fights, holds a record of 7 victories with 4 defeats. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is Liz, the Titan Tracy. And your referee in charge is Kevin Nix.
Valeska Machado in her Invicta debut in the crimson and black. Liz, the Titan Tracy, in the gold and black. And Liz Tracy, when we've seen her in the past, she's got an unorthodox style from times, and she has a tendency, Jules, to press the action early and often.
To press the, yes, she certainly does. And right now she's showing us some frenetic action. She's really throwing that front hand around, moving those feet, and looking for that calf kick. Valeska Machado, nice fake and feint to her right hand. Machado had a nice read on that takedown attempt.
And I think with Tracy is she starts so far away with her exchanges. She's constantly moving, constantly working. And so I think that could be an issue for her if she does want to take it to the ground, because she's starting her shots and her closing that range from such a big distance that it's going to be hard for her to really solidify that position, because Machado is able to get a read on that potentially, unless she makes some adjustments.
Tied up right now. Tracy with a strong wrestling background, but Machado, like you said, those shots from far away, that energy, that frenetic pace right before it is a nice way to disguise it, but really shooting too far on the outside in a defense. Machado kind of shucks her off after eating a slight shot.
I mean, I'm loving from Machado is she's patient. She knows that Tracy is going to come to her, so she needs to be patient, and those big shots will come.
Big right hand from Machado. Yeah, Machado just kind of looks cool and calm and collected in the center of the cage, where Tracy's a little jittery, a little amped up, and maybe that describes the body language of these two.
Oh, hey, nice read again. Good tie-up there from Liz Tracy. Machado is overhooked and pushing, but Tracy's giving her a lot of pressure there. Oh, Machado spins right out. And that's the thing is Tracy has shown us some really good footwork adjustments in past fights, but Machado can match her for the speed where it counts, it feels like.
And that's right in that striking distance.
She's not wasting any energy. She's not wasting any moment.
Tracy will switch up that stance quite often, as we saw the last fight.
Nice body shot there. Ooh, beautiful right.
Machado connecting with another right hand.
Put that head on the inside. Começa a girar no peito dela, China. Esperar, eu não tenho que chegar em ti. Vou manter essa boa distância que você tá aí agora. Sinta e escolhe que vai bater, China.
You know, it reminds me how Botelho told us one of the things she was going to do against Peralta was use kind of a matador technique if she bowled forward. But we can see her fellow countrywoman, Tina Black, doing that very strategy, waiting for the opportunity, spinning off, and finding a shot.
And we've already seen Tracy slow a little bit with that frenetic energy and that movement already, which is going to set up those shots for Machado even more so as she looks to close that range.
Big overhand right from Machado.
And you have to use fakes and feints. You have to use distracting footwork, but not too much. Not so you burn yourself out and kind of give up the fact that all you're doing is feinting at times.
There's a right kick from the Titan Tracy. Under a minute to go in round number 1.
Ooh, a couple of kicks from her. She saw the overhand, got out of the way this time. Beautiful uppercut.
Beautiful.
Machado catching Tracy with that right uppercut. And then
Just
a left kick.
the timing. She seemed to be able to catch on to the timing of Tracy early. It's just really seems to be picking her up. Wow.
Machado knowing being tied up is not where she's had the most. She's got so much power in the end of her punches is what I'm trying to say, but she was really landing some nice elbows in there. Tracy was able to land shots in that clinch position, although it wasn't really a full clinch, it's an attempted clinch. But a lot of energy at the end of that fight.
Agreed, Julie. I just feel like Machado is just, the patience that she's displaying is having, you know, is an advantage right now. I think Tracy needs to, Machado's kind of got the timing of Tracy right now, and I think as we're seeing as this round progressed, Tracy's energy and her movement slowed, which is going to set up the timing for those big strikes from Machado even more so. I think Tracy needs to look to maybe not move as much, but close the range just slightly. If she wants to take it to the ground, she needs to not set up those shots from so far away. She's just telegraphing everything.
A feint is a move, and you have to make that move count. You have to, it's not just thrown out there, absolutely.
All right, let's check in with Eve to find out what the fans think on verdict. Ooh, look at this.
As this round started, I thought it was the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, but that unstoppable force seemed to have momentum, and that slowed down. But the fans see this one even. I see this one potentially with Machado ending this with an uppercut or a knee to the head.
That's a good read. Ooh,
Let's see what
kind
types
of
of
a head clash
adjustments
there.
get made here after round number 1.
And something Tracy has shown us in the past is she can make mid-fight adjustments.
And one thing that I'm seeing is she's ducking her head off to the right when she's entering into the pocket sometimes. And like Eve said, that's, if Machado makes that read, that's potential for an uppercut or a knee that could do a lot of damage.
Machado really makes her home in the center of that cage. There's also kind of the tension that we see here. Machado's very relaxed. Tracy, she said it was one of her rougher camps with the weight cut, with kind of ceding control. She said she'll find her control in the fight, but she still is very tense out there.
Every time Tracy goes in with one of those kicks, there's a quick answer with a right hand from Machado.
Yeah, exactly. And she's striking right down the pipe, and it's landing every time because Tracy isn't really moving her head off the center line very much, which enables Machado to have a big giant target right there for her to land every time. And she just seems to be landing the hardest shots as well, Julie.
Absolutely. Wow.
That was big for Machado there. Right back up.
Machado showed a strong base there.
She's showcasing incredible well-roundedness right now.
O alvo é só a mão esquerda dela. O jab no bico no corpo, pega o overhand. Pode enfiar a mão. Aí, garoto. A intenção foi boa, só errou o alvo. Pode fazer igual na manobra. Repete mais o jab. Quando o jab pegar, você não para.
And I think what's really interesting about this fight is Machado doesn't get distracted. There's a lot happening. She's not distracted. Oh, beautiful. Tracy's able to get the takedown, but having a hard time keeping Machado on the floor. Wraps her up.
She's got
Get Machado's back here.
crucifix.
Looks like it. I don't think she's going to be able to maintain it, but she's on her back now. Trying to climb up, get that right hook in. Now she's sagging on Machado, dragging her to the ground. Really trying to tie up a crucifix right there. Maybe not necessarily the best place to do it or best timing to do that yet, but very creative there from Liz Tracy. I'm seeing some blood on the mat there. Do you know who's bleeding? Probably. I think she's had more hard shots to the face.
Calma, não deixa esse gancho, não. Isso.
She's trying to insert that hook in there. Machado fighting hands.
Agora vai ter sobe agora. Isso aí, pô.
Looking for a Kimura there.
Isso, vamos com a mão.
It's a nice way of slowing down momentum. Oh, Machado spins right over it. It's a great way to set up an armbar on the far side, but I think she's content to strike right now.
A little bit of blood coming from Tracy's nose at this point.
Big welts on her forehead as well.
Big jab there from Machado.
Excellent job of offsetting her head as she throws those. I'd like to see if Tracy can read that and respond, but wow.
You do not want to take your eyes off this fight for a second.
Oh no.
Now Machado's got Tracy's back. And there is the close of round number 2. Tracy puts her hands up in the air, Megan, maybe feeling like she flipped the script a little bit by going in for a couple of shots.
I mean, that takedown definitely potentially won her that round, but I feel like Machado did land the more damaging and the harder punches on the feet and had a lot more success. I don't think Tracy was able to really have a lot of success in her striking. So I don't know, it's kind of hard to judge.
Yeah, I would say Tracy definitely had some great controlling moments in the fight. She got it to places she wanted to be, but she couldn't keep it there. She couldn't, finish those attempts. Machado was able to get back to her feet. Machado was actually able to reverse at the end. But I'm not saying anything judging-wise on my end at all tonight. I've already made a call that apparently judges didn't really like, so.
Well, let's find out what the fans think. They'll make some calls. Let's check in with Eve.
Well, that second round, the fans lean more towards Tracy, and I believe that's potentially from that back control exchange, but I don't feel like Tracy really controlled that position. That was still a scramble, and Machado's looking strong in this open. So let's see if Tracy can close the gap, put her on her back, and get to a finish.
There's a big right hand from Machado.
She's found that all night tonight.
But Tracy keeps coming forward.
I mean, that's just, she's the Titan.
Right. She's the Titan, and she presses the action, but Machado's been ready for most of it so far tonight. There's a kick to that front leg of Tracy.
No, it just feels like Machado has been able to put it all together. She's not just striking, she's not just grappling. She's able to put it all together. Defensively, very sound. She knows that Tracy wants to close that range and look for the takedowns. Oh, big right hand there, though.
And you can also see, look at just the posture, the stance of Machado now. There's
She's very relaxed.
She's very relaxed, but not as relaxed in the first 2 rounds. There's definitely more output. There's more tension in what she's doing now. She's upping her pace now. Before she was reading and countering, landing very, very well. Now she's really trying to get some finish.
And look, you just hear the sound of those punches. Even when they miss, they sound like if they landed, they would do a lot of damage.
Liz Tracy continuing to initiate off of that drop, off of that movement. Definitely not as frenetic as before. Trying to settle herself down. I think she knows how she wants to win this fight, but it's not happening for her yet.
And I mean, when Tracy goes for those big kicks and stuff, she's not setting them up. That's why I feel like Machado was able to counter off of them so well.
Whoa, that uppercut again.
Machado.
China, ela perdeu o tempo da entrada, ela vai querer se arriscar com tudo. Ela tá sentindo o jogo, continua fazendo o jogo.
2.5 minutes remaining.
Tracy continues to push forward. Now she's in the center of the cage. I wonder if she's going to try and keep that. Nope. Machado's like, nope, I want it.
China, tá perigoso o chute, ela tá pegando tempo. Tá vendo o não, ela pegou o tempo, China, joga a mão.
See that blood trickling down from the nostril of Tracy with 2 minutes to go.
Oof.
Got her with a right-handed Tracy that time.
Kind of a clubbing right hand there. Oh, man, it's just when face meets fist. You hear it through the entire arena. It's a tough jaw on Liz Tracy.
Machado looking to initiate some of the action now in round number 3.
Oop, spinning back fist. What's that, like the 4th one we've seen tonight?
Oh, beautiful.
Machado with another right hand. 1 minute to go.
I would not want to be hit with one of those.
That jab just stops Tracy.
Tracy's getting some of those punches in there, but it's just no visible damage on Machado. She's just not able to land that power there.
Right, and it just seems to be a power discrepancy between the two, Julie.
I just think, oof, oh, lovely.
Good combination from Machado.
I like the way she spun to the right on that hook and then returned back. Oh, keep the face.
Have eaten one of those from Holly Holm before.
Oh, I have too.
Would not recommend.
No, absolutely not. Okay, Machado on Tracy's back spin elbow attempt. Machado trying to drag her down. Oh, tries to spin off on that kick. Just out of range. Nice jab there from Tracy.
Closing seconds.
She seems to be turning her body away, her head away, and her body away there.
Both sides walking off with their hands in the air. Tracy wearing the majority of the damage on her face. We will find out what the judges think of this momentarily. Let's check in with Eve to find out what the fans thought on verdict.
When we look at the fan scoring of this fight, man, the fans had a hard one with this one, going back and forth, but giving the 3rd round to Machado. This one is a really close and tough one. Let's see how the judges have it.
And for that, let's send it up to Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 see it 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, Valeska Tina Black Machado.